That's the craziest thing ever.
Yo, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? It's that moment. We got another 20 minutes until the FOMC live. Mad love and respect to all you beautiful people passing through. Who is ready for it? Who is ready for the madness that is about to happen? Whether it's to the upside, to the downside, happy days, ladies and gentlemen. We want movement. Okay, that's what we look for when we come to the charts. We have no opinion of price. We don't care about price. Some will, some won't. But the reason why we don't care about price, ladies and gentlemen, is because we only care about where it can end up. And if our trade is going to be positive or negative, ladies and gentlemen, mad love and respect for passing through to tonight's live. I don't normally do this, but when it's an FOMC live, it's time to get to the charts, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on the madness that is about to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's roll with it. Okay. Here we go. Let's kill the music. Let's start getting serious. So what's the story? As you can see, guys, I have 4 charts in front of me. These charts are very important. Why? We have oil on the left. We have Bitcoin in the middle. We have dollar yen next to Bitcoin, and then we have the S&P 500. We understand that Bitcoin has a positive correlation with the S&P. Okay. We also understand that traders or institutional traders run to commodities when there is a bit of a problem, economically speaking. That's why whenever you see or the pending truth of a recession coming into play, this is why oil goes up. This is why gold goes up. This is where wheat and soya, coffee, you name it, all the commodities start running up. They call them the recession-proof plays, but that's all good, ladies and gentlemen, because right now we're going to understand if the FOMC is going to follow through with exactly what it has said. 50 base points with the pending idea that 75 base points could be on the cards, ladies and gentlemen. Could we get a surprise notification that 75 basis points could be what they look to do today? Unlikely, but let's not rule it out, as Powell did say in an article. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at 7 o'clock, this is when all the information starts to roll out. In the first instance, we will have ourselves the FOMC statement. Biden was speaking, didn't really bring that much of an impact to the markets. They've got the fund rate, and then, of course, the press conference itself. My opinion to you all will still be the same. Please be careful, all right? You may be there ready to get that trigger finger activated to start placing trades. Wait. Just wait, because you will know more once the FOMC has been fully released. The FOMC conference itself, whatever is discussed in the statement and in the interest rate itself, the FOMC conference could flip it. Okay, we could experience quite a bit of volatility during that conference, regardless of what the facts are from the statement itself. Someone might ask a question to Powell. Powell's sentiment towards that question could send price up or down. These are not times for you to be trading. All you want to be doing is improving the odds of a trade going in your favor by just trading in line with the market maker, aka known as the algorithm behind all of these things that we trade. Okay? Now, when you've got influence, if someone says something that's behind the scenes of an economy, that's going to have an impact on the dollar. And the dollar is what? It's the only asset, should we say, it's the currency that everything is brought against. Bitcoin against the dollar. Oil against the dollar. Wheat against the dollar. Coffee against the dollar. It's all there. Gold against the dollar. So when someone talks, listen, don't trade. It is only ideally for guys who are seasoned in their game. If you are proficient in the hybrid system and you've been experiencing these sort of plays, then of course this is a moment to shine in principle. But if you are new to trading, ladies and gentlemen, I would strongly advise that you sit this one out until 8 o'clock, which will be in exactly an hour and 20 minutes. Okay? If you can't wait for an hour and 20 minutes for the coast to be clear, where we will know exactly where we stand, then you ain't going to ever wait for anything in trading. All right? So, now that the rant is over, who have I got in the room with me? Mad love and respect. Liberty and trust. What is happening? What is good? Who we got in the room? Awataz, my guy. Patreons from the channel. Mad love and respect for passing through. Raki, what's good? B Stu. All right, who else we got? Tommy, what's happening? Just slippage. Tuning in for Tino's to shout at everyone to stay calm. That makes sense, doesn't it? Let's have a look at our polls. Have you been filling in the polls? Because, guys, we got next 15 minutes is where it's going to get interesting. The poll says the TR ratio states that 40% of you are favouring that Bitcoin will drop. 30% of you say Steve will clear up shop. And 4% of you are new to the stream and pattern watchers are checking in. 25% of you, 652 of you have voted. Thank you very much, Juani. Mad love and respect to all you beautiful people passing through. Who we got in the room? We got Canada in the room. Who else is here, man? Who else is in the room? Another player from Canada. What's good? Where's Billy from Philly, man? Where's my guy Billy from Philly? All right, and representing South Africa, Warren, what is good? Okay, then. Oklahoma in the house. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's roll with the flavour. Here we go. So, what can we expect from Bitcoin? Well, we had a little bit of excitement earlier on with Bitcoin. As you can see, it actually made a nice attempt towards the range daily high, and they came into this previous zone and hit yesterday's high, shown a little bit of support, but we are starting to see a little bit of a retracement right here. Okay, we've got dollar yen moving up. So when dollar moves up, Bitcoin moves down. S&P moves up, Bitcoin moves up. S&P moves down, Bitcoin moves down. That's the basis. Now we've got oil. Okay, now oil has seen a nice move to the upside before anything has been said. What does that imply? Does that mean that they want to try and break out for oil and start moving higher? Could that be a possibility? Does that mean we're not going to hear what we want to hear from the FOMC, which means that everyone's going to run to oil? Okay, this is the question. If we pull up Bitcoin and have a look at what's going on there, you can see that Bitcoin has done a good job on the 1 hour time frame to hold above this 200 EMA. However, it looks like it's pulling back. All right, and closer towards the FOMC, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be making sense of the way the orders are coming through. So please try your hardest. If I'm speaking too fast, you might want to listen a little bit quick, but just focus on the price action itself, because this is where you will start to see the true game of the market. They've marked price up higher. Let's have a look at where we are in terms of the liquidation point. So look, these guys earlier on, $58 million worth of longs were opened here. We've had another 169 million. We've had $157 million worth of longs opened at 39,339. Okay, at the same time they have liquidated 50 million, 58 million, and coming ever so close towards that 83 million mark at 39,500. What we must be aware of, ladies and gentlemen, is this: there are still more long liquidations in the given range. As you can see, between 41 and 37 we have more long liquidations in the chart. Down here, $157 million worth of longs have been opened in this range right here. These are the liquidation points right here. Inside of that, we've got another 69 million. So it'll be safe to assume that we have approximately, it should say, $1.13 billion in this range right now. Okay? Now, the ideal scenario would be, ladies and gentlemen, is for Bitcoin to move away from this range and start moving higher on the basis of the FOMC. But it looks like everything's starting to move back up. Here we go. What have we got? Bitcoin right here. Oil seems to be stalling in this zone. S&P starting to pull back. Dollar yen's coming back up towards its daily open. Maybe yesterday's high could be a promise with dollar yen if they say the right thing. Let's roll over to price action on the book map to understand exactly how we can make sense of this madness that is about to commence. Okay, so let's just zoom out on the book map just for a split second so we can see where the liquidity is currently residing. Down here, 38,200. We've got 663 Bitcoin stacked in this zone. Okay, between 38 right now, 38,830 to 39,500, we have 300 Bitcoin in that zone. These are notable points of interest for us to understand that where commitment is placed by traders in terms of limit orders. Some people are favoring higher prices. Looking up the 40K, we've got the 302. 40K has been a problem for Bitcoin to break up above. Okay, so we just need to understand exactly what is likely to happen. Are they going to mark price up or down? Are they going to run to this liquidity to bounce off it? Are we going to see them take back that $1.1 billion worth of long liquidations? It's all going to make sense, ladies and gentlemen, in the next 10 minutes, and that is when we will start bringing the fire. Okay, that's when we need to start focusing. We have got Oil to the left. In the middle, we have Bitcoin. Next to Bitcoin is dollar yen and the S&P 500 index right there as well. Looking at the way the S&P is behaving, ladies and gentlemen, I am concerned about these green vector zones right here in the S&P, which would tell me that if the S&P can't continue up, then we may likely see them coming back down here. However, at the same token, we have a flip side on that as well. We've got red vector candles in this zone up here on the 15-minute time frame. And then, of course, at 4,400, we have some more vector ranges up there. When you are dealing with this sort of scenario, ladies and gentlemen, with price action, okay, and you've got a big news announcement coming, that's when it can get tricky, guys. That is when it can be a little bit of a problem. Why? Because they can say absolutely anything. Tonalities, words will switch up the pace in the marketplace. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give yourself a fighting chance. Wait until 8 o'clock. Wait for the dust to settle so that you're not thrown off. Okay? Volatility can be in some form of an addiction. Okay? But if there is no true direction, no clear way for you to believe that price is going to go up or down, okay, given in the next hour or so, you want to sit this one out, because the markets will always do what? They will always come back into the fray. And that's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. They will always bring it back into the fray. They have been consolidating dollar yen for quite some time right now. As you can see, they've been containing price right here. Dollar yen is approaching some mad highs. And if they are going to move dollar yen up, we will then see that move happen, and it's going to get very, very tricky. Okay? Just sit back and watch the madness. Let the people who aren't patient enough, let them commit their liquidity. And then when it's time to settle and when the markets have absorbed the information, then you will be improving the chances of a trade playing out because the news would have responded. Okay? The sad truth is this, guys. Friday is going to be an even better day. Why? Because that is when Japan will open, because they will be off their bank holidays. Okay? And on top of that, we have ourselves the lovely non-farm payrolls employment change right here. Okay, so we've got volatility throughout the rest of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and Bollard's going to be speaking as well, so it's going to be a week packed with volatility. Just make sure you improve the chance of you getting a good trade based on you being patient and waiting for the FOMC to do its business. Okay, man, I'm excited for this, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 9 more minutes left until the madness starts to play out. Dollar yen coming up in towards its daily open right there. Seems like they want to start getting the party started, but I don't like it when it starts to move before the news. This could be a setup, so we've got to be very careful. Cohen, what's good, my friend? Member for 13 months. Mad love and respect to you, man. Mad love and respect. Shout out from Japan. Yeah, it's Golden Week now. Happy days to Matt guys in Japan, man. Mad love to my people in Japan. What else is this? I don't breathe at all. Yes, this is true. I do not breathe at all, ladies and gentlemen. When I speak, I don't breathe. I don't understand how I do it. My diaphragm is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it is. Bella B, what's good? I am waiting. Jorge, Gomez, forgive me, my brother, if I didn't say your name properly, my man. Sorry, man, but thank you very much, bro. Who else we got in the room today? How many of you are new to the stream? I'd like to check in with you all. 1,700 of you passing through, 400 likes. Where's the love, ladies and gentlemen? We're bringing fire to you every day. Let's bring the fire to these charts, guys. Come on. It's impossible to listen to you at 1.5. Yeah. This is true, man. This is true. I actually listened to myself back on a 1.5, on a 2. I put it on 1.52, I think it was. And man, I thought, let me just get myself, you know, like a radio show, and I just play all my lives. It just sounds so funny. But all you can hear is retrace continuation, retrace continuation. That's all you hear. It's unbelievable. Oil's gone back up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oil's starting to move up. Bitcoin's doing okay to hold in this range, which tells you what's going on. Look, S&P not moving. All right, Bitcoin's still stalling. We've got quite a lot of release right here, and they're still trading below the VWAP right here. Okay, so we just really need to be wary of this zone. Are they building positions to break down price? Because we do have these vector candles in the range. Could the daily open be a promise? Because if there's a place for them to move Bitcoin, it will be today. Okay, if they're going to set Bitcoin up to move up, they will move it today. If they're going to set Bitcoin up to go down, it will be today. But one other thing as well, guys. Sometimes we don't get the movement we expect. And that has happened in the past. There's what you would call a muted response. Okay, because if they're already expecting the Fed to do something, that gets priced in to the way assets are behaving. So what if in the next 7 minutes nothing happens? It wouldn't be relevant anyway, ladies and gentlemen, because we will be here bringing the fire continuously. How about that? Anyways, listen, the book might be showing they're trying to move price up. They've hit some liquidations right here, 50k and right here, and 67 down there as well. Principally, we would expect them, okay, to try and come into this range right here to commit the liquidity, to get them committed, to show a test of the bounce from 38,200. So if price action does start to reverse, okay, then we would expect them to start doing something in this zone, okay? We've got to be very careful, very careful. This is where you start to see them moving. All right, guys are rushing to the charts to get their orders filled. So we got to sit tight and wait and see what happens. You will see it in yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention to the charts. You can see that everything seems to be moving ever so slightly. But the moment 7 o'clock turns, which is in the next 6 minutes, it will be like a silence across the market. Everything will pause. And then you'll start seeing the movement. That right there, it's like a tell. The second it starts to move, you've already picked up on the narrative of what they could potentially end up doing. Okay? Now listen, before we get into the action, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel and you haven't downloaded these indicators, make sure you download them. They are free of charge. Okay? You can get them through TradingView. Go to the Traders Reality website, tradersreality.com, and you can download these indicators. Okay, there's walkthroughs, everything that you need, and the community and the Discord of the pattern watchers will help you understand how to utilize the hybrid system. If you want to learn more about the hybrid system, make your way over to Patreon and you can get with the community over there. You'll get access to masterclasses and what have you. There's over 55 of them, but the love is there from everyone. Okay, so let's roll with it. Here we go. We've got dollar yen now starting to pull back. We're starting to see the behavior right now. Bitcoin starting to move higher. Okay, this is really important. Here we go. We've got some movement happening. We have got some movement happening, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to get a phone call from Steve? I hope he does give us a call, ladies and gentlemen. I hope he's going to give us that call. Oh, what's that? Maybe not. Maybe not just yet. We've got them coming up towards the VWAP right there, ladies and gentlemen. $66,000 worth of shorts have been liquidated in this zone. We understand something about these little plays right here, guys. Look, I don't like that. I really don't like that. They're bulking orders down here as well. Lots of support in this area here. Ideally, we want to see Bitcoin just break away from this zone. Starting to get a bit busy, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to start seeing it. Here we go. We have got a couple of more minutes. How long left? 3 more minutes until the party starts. Now, this is where it gets tricky, guys, because they could start giving the idea that it's now time to go up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just had a phone call. Is this Steve? What am I doing? Why am I taking a picture? Hello? Yeah, I am watching price. Tell me what I need to know. No! Tell me what I need to know. Don't be cryptic, bruv. Don't be like that. Bruv, listen, I've got nearly 2,000 people on the live stream. Tell me what I need to know. You do it. Bruv, stop laughing on the... Ladies and gentlemen, please forgive me for that. Steve is a market maker that I know. I'm in a love-hate relationship with this guy. Absolutely love him, but I absolutely hate the guy as well. Because when it's time for movement, Steve drops me a line, okay? And he'll start laughing on the phone because he's watching the live streams, ladies and gentlemen. He's watching the live streams. And I'm talking to you, trying to help you guys understand this game. And he calls me up and he's, in essence, trying to trick me. So I don't like Steve sometimes. I hate it. Sometimes he helps us out. But some days he's really trying to work the ranges, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm going to get back to focus. This guy's really kicked me off my trail, man. I can't believe this guy. I need to take a sip of my coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Look at what's going on the book map right here, guys. We've got a cluster of orders in this range. If Bitcoin is going to explode higher before the FOMC, then we're going to start seeing some movement. If it doesn't, then we would understand that the VWAP itself is acting as a rejection zone, committing more longs into the chart for them to actually come back down into these zones right here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope Bitcoin can go higher, guys. I really do, because when Bitcoin moves up, everybody wins. But when it goes down, it's a little bit of a problem. So we're going to try and make sense of this madness that is about to happen in less than 40 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your horses. Oil is rising up. Dollar's retraced back up, and now it looks like it wants to come back up again. S&P spiked up, hit yesterday's high, and looking like it wants to come back down again. We need to be careful, man. We need to be very careful. Bitcoin starting to move, getting some delta coming in here. Looks like it might get a bit aggressive. Wait for the pause, ladies and gentlemen. Wait for the pause. And sometimes you might see it if there is an overload of orders. We could get some gap up and downs. Okay, so just be careful. 39k Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it's going to get very interesting. So here we go. Here we go. I'm looking at the liquidity down here. I'm going to increase this up. I'm looking to see if that is the case. Here we go. FOMC, ladies and gentlemen. Dollar yen has just spiked down. It has just spiked down. This is where it goes. Look what's going on. Look at what is happening. 39.3. Hold on. Look what's going on. Witness the madness right here. Look, there's the trap. Look, just wait. I don't want you to do anything. Just watch the price action. Just be careful. These ranges are tricky. They're manipulative. Just be careful. This is a statement. This ain't even the conference, ladies and gentlemen. How are you meant to trade these mad times, especially as a new trader? Look at what's going on here. How do you make sense of that? You can get caught out. Stop and rise, stop and low. The madness is happening in the charts. They are getting very aggressive on dollar yen, spiking up and down, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely phenomenal what is going on here. S&P is muted. S&P is muted. Not much is happening on there. We've got dollar yen coming down. We've got Bitcoin still holding. I don't like the idea of that. It's holding. It's not making ground. Something's going off here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sharp move. Dollar yen's tanking. Dollar yen's pulling back. Bitcoin likely to move up, ladies and gentlemen. Could we see that play? Could we see that play, ladies and gentlemen? Is Bitcoin going to go? I don't trust this. Wait. Wait for it. Yen's taking the drop. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. They're still back in the same range, ladies and gentlemen. Still in the same range. Stop hunt low rise. This is madness. This could be good news for Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, if it does decide to follow through. S&P is moving up. Oh, this is interesting, guys. This is interesting. Could get a little bit tricky as well, guys. So just be very, very careful. Be cautious with your trades, guys. It could get very messy. Stop hunt rises. Look at this madness in the chart, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin is doing a great job of holding. S&P shooting up. Bitcoin in principle should be moving up, ladies and gentlemen. Should be going up. Look at this chaos, man. How are you able to make sense of this madness in the chart, ladies and gentlemen? It is absolutely phenomenal. Look at what's going on. Here we go. The book maps sharply up, down, hitting the liquidations for the stops. Looks like still struggling above that VWAP itself. S&P needs to move. Dollar yen shooting back up. Look at what's going on. They ain't doing anything. They're still in those ranges. Bitcoin's doing a great job, in my opinion. It's doing a great job of holding this range, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to get this follow through by Bitcoin? Dollar yen is starting to smack down. It's not looking good for dollar yen, ladies and gentlemen. Not looking good at all. Look at that. Come on, Bitcoin. S&P not doing much. What's oil doing? Oil's still creeping up slowly. They're manipulating the plays, man. They are clearing out this range. People have been long and short in this zone, which is why I advise to you guys, avoid trading these sort of scenarios. Yen is still holding. Obviously, we're waiting for more information. Still waiting for it. What is it? Now it's 3 minutes into it. Of course, the FOMC announcement, the conference is going to be happening in the next half an hour. So we're going to try and make sense of what's going on in this zone, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolutely phenomenal move by dollar yen. And then, of course, we've got Bitcoin right here. It doesn't seem like it's doing much, man. The stop hunt rise. Man, I feel as though Bitcoin has still got room potentially to move up. S&P welcome the information. Dollar yen welcome the information. Again, drop down, come back up. The next 10 minutes will be critical for dollar yen as to working out where we are likely to see price ending up, guys. So here we go. We've got some stability right here with Bitcoin. This is good. Seeing a lot of negative deltas down here. Longs are being liquidated. Are they finished with the longs? This is the key test. This is the test. S&P's done great to hold this range given this movement. Here we go. We've got the liquidity coming in. 153,268 up there, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some... come on. I really want to see that liquidity get broken out, man. I'm not liking this 633 Bitcoin down here. Not liking it at all. Here we go. Yen coming up slightly. Bitcoin coming up slightly. Vector candle on the S&P, so liquidity's coming in. We got volume coming into the S&P. Bitcoin in principle should follow suit. Bitcoin should follow suit. Yen should be pulling back. This is where it's at. Come on. What are you going to do, Bitcoin? Stabilizing in this range right now. I'm liking this for Bitcoin. Dollar yen spiked down lower. That's good news. The more yen drops, the more easier it is for us to establish that Bitcoin's behavior is likely to go up. I'm hoping that is going to be the case. If yen can keep dropping, man, that is happy days for us, guys. Really good days if yen can keep on dropping. I want that yen to just collapse. And if yen does actually do the numbers and drop, then it's happy days for us, guys, because Bitcoin hasn't been able to move, okay, without dollar going down. Okay, so let me just flip over and see what gold is doing right now. Might actually have to take a look at gold. What's gold saying? Gold is shooting up, ladies and gentlemen. That kind of is a bad thing for gold to be going up, but it's good for Bitcoin, which would tell us that people are now rushing into gold commodities. Okay, so they're kind of concerned, which tells me that yen should be pulling back. Trading against the gold, it should be pulling back. Bitcoin should be moving up, ladies and gentlemen. Where is my book map? Get up there, Bitcoin. Get above that VWAP right there. Delta's down at the lows. 276 Bitcoin absorbed right here. 436 Bitcoin absorbed in this zone. Bitcoin in principle should be moving up, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Bitcoin. Where you at? Come on. Make the move. Gold is doing wonders right now. Yen is taking the bleed to the downside, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute bleed. I believe this is the time for yen to drop. I'm hoping that yen just keeps on collapsing in this range, man, because it needs to stop rising. Here we go. Gold is moving up. Can we get to 19 on gold? That'll be wonderful if we can get that, guys. But we've got the FOMC press conference in 20 minutes. This could be the manipulative play, ladies and gentlemen. Look what's happening on the S&P, snapping back. Bitcoin is the star of the show, in my opinion, guys, because given through all of this madness, Bitcoin has done wonders to hold, which gives us a little bit of an understanding. Are they getting Bitcoin prepared for a move? Okay, we've had the phone call from Steve, ladies and gentlemen. Steve laughing at us. So we're going to see if Bitcoin is going to continue up. I'm waiting. Ideally, if Bitcoin can break the 40K, then today would be the day that Bitcoin does it. If it can't get beyond 40, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a problem in the charts. Okay, gold's moving up. Bitcoin should be moving up. So happy days. But S&P is pulling back. That's not good. That is not good. Yen's sharply moving up, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievably sharply moving up. It's crazy. The price action is phenomenal. Now you understand why I say to you, sit this one out. How do you make sense of this as a direction? Tell me what pattern's going to play out. What structure's going to be hit? It's a crazy time to be trading. You wait for it to calm down, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Wait until the storm has arrived, and then we trade during the calmness of the ebb and flow of Mr. Market Maker. Bitcoin now coming back down. Coming back into that same range yet again. Here we go, doing great to hold. Gold, the start of a new candle, will probably likely see price coming up. The next vector candle on the S&P could see Bitcoin moving up from that point, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. I'm hoping that the dollar index just gets ripped apart. Let's see the dollar index right now. Let me just have a look at the dollar index. Is it actually doing what we want it to do? Happy days, man. Dollar index, get down, man. Get yourself down there so Bitcoin can go up. Dominance to the US dollar needs to stop so that everything else can start moving higher. Gold to the left right there. Bitcoin still not doing its thing. Maybe they are positioning, getting their trades built up. Here we go. 681 Bitcoin built in this zone, ladies and gentlemen. Doing a great job of holding this range so far. Some longs have been liquidated. But at the same time, some shorts have been liquidated. We're seeing them adding liquidity up here and taking it away. 20 Bitcoin just left this order block right here. So that's a little bit of a concern for us. Seem to be adding more liquidity down here, ladies and gentlemen. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting on what is going on right now. There's the pause. There's that pause, guys. There's the pause. Nothing's happening. Yeah? Bitcoin ain't doing nothing now. Gold ain't doing nothing. Dollar index has paused. Oil pulling back. We have got, what, 20 more minutes until the statement or the press conference happens. And it's always the case, man. They do the move and then the conference switches it all up. We go with one narrative and then it literally can go south. Let's see if Bitcoin can hold this range. It's doing a wondrous job. Moving gold, moving the dollar index, dollar yen, moving down. We want to see that flavor, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know if you are enjoying yourselves. 2,708 of you beautiful people passing through to the Traders Reality Stream. I do my hardest to make sure that I bring you the fire every day to help you guys understand the way that price moves. Okay, so mad love and respect to all you beautiful people passing through to today. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel so you can check in with us tomorrow when we do the same thing again, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. UK time, where we bring in the New York session open. All right, and this is where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin is doing a wonderful thing of staying in this zone. I like this from Bitcoin. I do. That tells me information. Tells me that they could be holding this range, ladies and gentlemen, given that Bitcoin has come from a massive drop to the downside, and it would be about time that Bitcoin starts to move up. This is the proof of the move, as I always say to you all. Always wait for the rise or to drop to the downside. Get with the retrace to the continuation, because this right here is the proof of the move. And this is exactly where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are waiting for the proof of whether this move is going to break out or not. Okay? That's what we're waiting for, guys. And the only way that we can understand that is if Bitcoin can break out of this range. Oil seems to be moving back up again. Dollar yen is just doing the whipping and the whacking. It's throwing people about left, right and center. They are not taking any prisoners. They don't care. They have no interest in what your opinion of price is. Look at what's going on. It's unbelievable. Bitcoin, I'm really impressed with it, man. It is holding wonderfully in this zone. Wonderful play. Dollar index has gone shot back up again. Okay, so they've just triggered all these orders. They've just wiped the players out in that zone. Gold has pulled back, but we've got 3 minutes until the start of a new candlestick, which will take us into... Here we go. What's this? 15 minutes, gold pumping back up. I think we all need to give Bitcoin a round of applause. I think we really do. Throughout all of this madness right here, okay, Bitcoin has done wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I am so impressed with Bitcoin right now. So impressed. 50 base points. Yeah, not so great. But hey, if that's going to be the case, then Bitcoin, well, in principle, we need to recover on dollar. Okay, dollar's run has just been, it's running out of steam, man. It needs to come down. And what we need it to do is completely different. Okay, just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. When you trade in the game of uncertainty, all right, this is what you're left with. You will always have this problem. Okay? All right, let's see if Bitcoin's going to show us any magic right here, ladies and gentlemen. It is an absolute pleasure doing this with you guys. But Bitcoin's reaction is muted. Everything has moved. Does it mean they're building positions here? Here we go. Are they going to do something with Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin going to break out and start hitting this liquidity up here and start running for some short liquidations? Let's just have a look at the liquidations in the zone right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just have a look at the bigger picture. What do we see more of? Are we going to see more shorts? Are we going to see more longs in the bigger overview of the chart? This is the assumption of liquidation. So I'll wait for that to load up. Let that go. Bitcoin doing great. Gold's coming back up. Dollar is starting to come back down again. This is what we want to see. Here we go. Gold pushing up aggressively. I wouldn't say that traders are trapped here. I'd say they're accumulating. All right. We can see the deltas hitting this range right here. Negative delta, which gives the idea of sales being put across the board. But this means they're hitting the bids. So it means the market makers in principle are buying. Because you can only hit the bids if the bids are selling. And the only way that the bids can be sold is if someone is buying behind it. But Bitcoin's doing great. Wonderful. Does that mean they're waiting for something from the actual statement itself? Here we go. Bitcoin coming in. Bitcoin's waking up, guys. Come on, Bitcoin. Make your move. Gold doing well. Bitcoin so far doing great. Dollar index ain't doing so well. Dollar yen is starting to pull back down now. That's what we want to see. Really want to see dollar yen just break down completely. Can Bitcoin do this? This is the question. If it can't break this zone, then when it's all done and the FOMC stops, then we will know where Bitcoin's going to end up. Because we have not seen any volatility in Bitcoin. Bitcoin should be moving up in principle. Because dollar has been the reason why Bitcoin can't move up. Because it means that traders are in principle seeking commodities. Bitcoin is still a commodity. All right? But if dollar is going up, that means traders are rushing to the dollar. So any asset against the dollar is going to be going down. Here we go. More delta right there. 218 Bitcoin in that zone. Rejection of this VWAP is a little bit of a cause for concern. We're at 15 minutes. New 15-minute candle coming into play very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. New 15-minute candle. Let's roll. Let's see if gold's going to do the recovery up there and dollar's going to come down again. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. I don't want gold to recover this vector candle. Please do not recover that candle because it will just be a standard fake out move. Dollar yen, dollar index needs to drop. Keep going, dollar. Keep dropping. Bitcoin holding in this zone. I can't believe that we've had a muted response for Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Would that imply that Bitcoin is the asset for inflation? Is this the proof? Because during an FOMC press conference, which hasn't happened just yet, Bitcoin hasn't moved at all. There's this cluster of orders being built in this zone, ladies and gentlemen. Clusters of orders. It would imply that Bitcoin is preparing to do something. You can't be muted all this time and not do something about it. They've already initiated one move up and liquidated the shorts. Are they going to run through this zone one more time? At least pick up the liquidity. And even if Bitcoin does decide to move up, we would have made sense of what was going on in this area because you know what? They'll probably do it again. Okay? So let's just see if they can actually do this, ladies and gentlemen. It is just phenomenal. Oil's pulling back. Nice. That's what I want to see oil doing. But I'm not seeing the behavior just yet. I can see what they're doing in this zone right here. Okay, so we've got deltas, big deltas down here. So it does imply that they could be favoring higher prices. Are they going to start marking up? This is what we're waiting for. Nice test. We've got 1, 2, 3 hits of the VWAP just to know where we stand, or they're going to collapse price down. Gold's still holding. It is such a treacherous guy. Remember, guys, as I said to you, wait until the start of a new hour candle, which will be in 45 minutes' time. Wait for them to manipulate the range. You can see the speed of the way they do things, ladies and gentlemen, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Okay? I'm hoping no one was caught up in trades during this time, guys. I'm hoping that no one was caught up in trades. If you are, but you're in profitable positions, happy days. If it starts going against you, pay yourselves as always, ladies and gentlemen. All right? What are you guys saying here? Bitcoin is the CEO. FMC voted 10-0 for Fed funds rate action. Yep, that's correct, I believe. Here we go. So 15 minutes until the press conference. This is where it's going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it's going to get interesting. The actual press conference itself, okay? Is Powell going to drip feed bits of information? How aggressive are they going to be at handling this inflation? And how likely is it going to be beneficial for assets across the board? Gold shooting up. Okay, dollar index coming down. The only way gold can go up if dollar goes down, in principle. The only way Bitcoin can go up is if dollar goes down. But Bitcoin's, Bitcoin, just do something, bruv. Do something in this zone, man. Oil is holding in this area. Don't want oil rising up. Remember, if oil's rising, it means things are expensive. Okay, it's more costly for business to conduct business. For the average Joe, he's got to factor in fuel costs as opposed to looking into crypto.com and buying Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? This is why Bitcoin can't go up if oil's going up. So we're starting to see some behavior right here, ladies and gentlemen. Nice controlled move down. Yen is still moving down, which is all good for us, but I want to see Bitcoin step up the pad, man. Come on, Bitcoin. You're too quiet, bro. It's too quiet for me, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you actually believe Bitcoin is actually gonna do anything? You know? What's the point? All this hype on FOMC, but it's good news for us because Bitcoin's stalling. It's not really reacting to the news. Okay? Come non-farm payrolls, you expect Bitcoin to move aggressively. This is the proof of why I believe that there's mass manipulation in the futures markets. Why? Because when Bitcoin can move just on a random day, on a Thursday as standard, okay, and it can reverse, during FOMC, when there's a time for them to really get traders committed, they don't do anything. What is this? Absolutely phenomenal. All Bitcoin's doing is just slowly coming down. It's not really going anywhere. It's holding great above the 200 EMA. All right, it's doing great job of holding that range, ladies and gentlemen. Some longs are being liquidated. As you can see, 2,901 longs have been liquidated. That 655 Bitcoin down here seems to be a little bit of a cause for concern, but it doesn't mean it's going to hit it, guys. It doesn't have to hit it if it's there. It's quite far away, okay? Which means that if they don't keep that order there, they're likely to cancel it to try and get it filled sooner above, which could be the indication that price is going to go back up, okay? Let me just expand this out just to make sense of this bad boy right here. So we've had one push up. This floor right here seems to be a zone of interest. But if we zoom out just that little bit more, now this is on Binance, okay? This at most, the 38,600 zone could be a zone where Bitcoin could end up as a point for where they could test the commitment of traders favoring. The book is imbalanced to limit buys, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're starting to get some activity by Bitcoin. Dollar index coming back up. Dollar's coming back up. Dollar yen's coming back up. Gold's still doing okay. Longs getting liquidated right here. Very important time right now, guys. And we have got 10 more minutes until the start of the actual FOMC press conference, which is where it could get very interesting for us, guys. We've got to be very careful right now. Oh, my days. This is unbelievable. This is going to be an interesting time right now for Bitcoin. Very interesting time. If it can't actually hold this range, it's going to break down and go completely crazy. Now we're starting to see the liquidity coming in. Look at that. Look at that big red vector candle. Not liking that. I need to switch up the time frame. Here we go. There it is right there. Still in the range, ladies and gentlemen. If it breaks beyond this point, 38,658, there's a problem. Longs getting liquidated. They could be eating that liquidity. They've started to move. Gold's coming back. Dollar's going back up. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. What a brilliant time to be alive. Come on, let's see Mr. Market Maker do his business, ladies and gentlemen. What is he going to do right now? Come on. What have we got? Delta's coming in there, picking up a lot of Bitcoin right here. It could be consistent with a reversal back up. I'm hoping that's the case. We've got the psychological high in sight. We've got these vector candle ranges right here, which could cause a problem because Bitcoin is starting to come back down. But dollar yen's starting to go down as well. Index is still holding up. Gold is still holding. I'm expecting that we could get a bit of a reversal right now. But given that we've got 8 more minutes until the start of the new 30-minute candle, and we've got the FOMC press conference itself, this could be a time for them to pick up more longs at lower prices to go with the narrative of going higher, or are they going to completely collapse and reverse back into the psychological ranges? If we go into the psychological ranges, then that means Bitcoin's going to be stuck in the same zone, and we could end up being at 37,790 if that is the case. But we're waiting for the proof of the move, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin's holding at this 50 EMA. As we can see, lots of negative deltas, 403 Bitcoin right there. We want to see a retrace back up into the zone, slowly taking off some of this Bitcoin right here. It was at 655, but it actually has pulled away from that. It went to 638, now back at 650. There's clusters of orders in this zone right here. Let's see if they actually are going to try and reverse price. But gold's doing good, man. Gold's doing great. I want this conference to be over and done with so we can get back to normality and start trading like we used to, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my days. Mad love and respect to all you beautiful people passing through to live stream. That is crazy. 3,000 of you beautiful people in here. If you are new to the channel, remember to like and subscribe. You know the flavor. We bring the fire every single day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, to bring you into what Mr. Market Maker is up to, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you filled in the ratio? 47% of you believe it will drop. Yes, it is looking like it's pulling back. And it's on a drop. Steve will clear up shop. 26% of you pattern watchers have checked in, and 6% of you are new to the stream. Mad love and respect for filling in that ratio, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now listen. Red vector candle on dollar yen right now, which is kind of good news for us. We've got 6 minutes until the end of this till the actual press conference itself. I'm looking forward to this. Hypothetically, let's make the assumption that they are marking down price in preparation to move it up, given if they say something important in the conference itself, which could actually send everything crazy. Okay, because the conference is all about keywords, ladies and gentlemen. They got algorithms out there that pick up certain responses from Powell. He's designed to say certain things that can rock markets. Okay, and you got to be careful with what he says because they react to every single word. All right. Coming into that press conference itself, ladies and gentlemen, it's just going to go crazy, I think. I think it will, and I hope it will, so that we can get some volatility, because Bitcoin hasn't absolutely done anything. Dollar coming down, dollar index going down, yen is moving down below 129,870. That's happy days. Bitcoin slowly coming up. We've had a bit of a gap up right here in the order flow. Okay, the last time we saw that, Bitcoin flew up from that point. Okay, so this is really interesting because I saw this last time. I know pattern watchers remember that because we did see a gap up in the book map. Could that be an indication of something's going to happen? Because the gap, the bid and the ask have just flown up. So we may have had a big order in this zone. So what we had here, 188 Bitcoin right here, 205 Bitcoin in that zone. Gold is moving up, dollars moving down. Anticipation of the start of the FOMC, ladies and gentlemen. Shorts getting liquidated right here, 286 Bitcoin at 39,500. This would be the perfect time for Bitcoin to break into the 40s mark if it can. That's the problem that we've got, ladies and gentlemen. If it can't break the 40, then that's it. Dustbin, done. Bitcoin, cha-cha. See you in a bit. Okay? It needs to start moving. Because if this is just a preparation to go down lower, well, you know what zones we're going to be going into, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? But Bitcoin, for some reason, has done a great job of holding in this range. Gold is moving up. The dollar index is moving down. Murdoch, you didn't have to do that, my brother. Thank you very much, my friend. God bless you, my man. Man, I'm losing my words right here. I need to take a sip of the good old coffee. Here we go, Bitcoin. Start making your move, my friend. Oil start coming down. Gold's still doing its thing. Dollar index is pulling back. Yen is pulling back. It's all stacked to try and see price move higher. So come on, Bitcoin. Let's make the move above the VWAP, man, to finalize it all. Come on. Come on, Bitcoin. I hope you are enjoying yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are enjoying yourselves in tonight's live. It is a pleasure to do this with you. Get to break down price action and we understand the way the game works. So that anytime you do come to the charts by yourself, you'll remember these instances because you will see price do exactly the same thing again. Okay? You'll see it repeat the same business over and over again because this is the market maker's business model, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't change, okay? Because until human behavior changes, when people stop being fearful and stop being greedy, that's when the markets will change. Other than that, those are the two indicators that you really should be using in your charts, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing else. Bitcoin now coming back up, ladies and gentlemen. They've absorbed the liquidation points for the longs down here. They've held this zone. Now we've got 635 Bitcoin as opposed to 650. I want to see this start to deplete and reduce. I want to see it get filled up higher. Now the book is in balance to limit sales, so we could anticipate a mad move to the upside. Okay, I'm hoping that's going to be the case for Bitcoin. Remember, as I said to you guys, there is no point in trading right now because the conference is still not underway, but this is what is happening during the conference. Okay, this is what all the build up behind it. All right, like I said, 8 o'clock is a safe time. Okay, because the market would have absorbed the information and the market will then be able to go back to its standard ebb and flow play. Here we go. We got dollar yen actually breaking down right now. Bitcoin doing a great job of coming up. This is the turning point for Bitcoin. If it can't get above this VWAP right here, ladies and gentlemen, okay, then Bitcoin has a problem. Starting to see the move. Starting to see Bitcoin moving. Gold's moving up. That's solidified. Oil coming down. Oil seems to be holding in that range. Dollar index coming down, ladies and gentlemen. Conference is on in less than 2 minutes time. Traders are rushing to the charts to try and get their convictions in the chart. Bitcoin coming up 39k. 39 and above. Come on, Bitcoin. Make that move. Nice little W formation right there. Let's see where the love is at on across the other platforms. We've got Bitcoin on Bitstamp, Bitfinex, Coinbase Pro, FTX and Kraken. Look at that holding of that range right there. That is classic movement right there. Ignition algo, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Ignition algo. What on earth is that? This, ladies and gentlemen, in principle, the idea is ignition algo is when the algorithm tries to force price into a certain spot, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what this is. This is the idea of it. Okay. Now, listen, look at all the commitment down here. Red Delta, 113 Bitcoin was enough to get it bounced off from that range, which was the commitment of traders in this zone. As you can see, 39, 28. 41, nowhere near that point. But at this point right here, you can see that the commitment came in. Delta negative is always a turning point in the price. Now we can look at Bitcoin and see it's starting to try and come up. Gold is going up. Dollar index is coming down. So we need to try and understand if on Binance we're getting that break above. It's not there yet, ladies and gentlemen. It's not there yet. Nowhere near it. This is what I need to see Bitcoin do. It needs to go up. That Bitcoin right there, 628 now. It's going down. Ideally, we need to see this getting reduced. I don't want to see the liquidity there. This is an advert. Right there is an advert, ladies and gentlemen. A clean advert and say, hey, yo, guys, we got some orders down here. Do you want to have them? Do you want to have them? Sometimes they stay. Sometimes they disappear. Okay? They are adverts to induce traders to commit liquidity. If you see this area right here, you think, yeah, let's get Bitcoin go short. Funnily enough, the book is in balance to limit sales. So it's rising up. Okay? If they can keep enough traders committed in this zone, if there's more commitment of traders favoring higher prices, then they will cancel these orders right here and move them closer to where price action is moving from. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The conference now begins. Let's see what they're going to do. This is where it's going to get tricky, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bitcoin's moment. If Powell says something interesting, yen should drop, which is what it's doing right now. Dollar index should collapse and gold should move up. So should Bitcoin. But until we get that commitment, there's nothing left to do, guys. Here we go. 38,984, 38. Okay, gold, big spike up right there. Let's see if we got it. It's going to be a pause. There's going to be a pause. Wait for it. Is it going to happen? Oh, no, no, no. No. Ah. Yen still trying to break. Shooting up. There you go. It's getting busy, ladies and gentlemen. Getting very busy. Dollar yen has just shot up out of nowhere. They're saying something. Gold sharp move down. Uh-oh. This is a problem. That VWAP seems to be holding very well. They could be saying something, guys. Just be careful. Again, FOMC, man. This is the madness. This is crazy price action. Dollar yen is flying in between 130, 129. It is going absolutely crazy in the charts. Gold spiked down again. Dollar index has come back up again. Bitcoin is doing a phenomenal job of holding this range, ladies and gentlemen. Again, round of applause for Bitcoin. Dollar yen is shooting, flying to the sky right now, guys. This is sad days. No, that's not what we want. We don't want that. Come on. Gold, go up. Bitcoin is, it's just brilliant. 664 right there. Look how the orders are starting to come closer. Could that be an indication? What is happening? Look at this. Dollar yen is doing some mad numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely phenomenal numbers. Oh my goodness. That's bad news, man. Dollar index is shooting up again. That means it's not good for Bitcoin. Come on. Say something, pal. Yeah, there it is. There's that move, dollar index. The dominance there is present, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to rip this apart. Bitcoin coming in to recover this previous wick right here, ladies and gentlemen. Doing a good job of holding this zone right now. I think props to Bitcoin. It's doing great to hold this range, ladies and gentlemen, which we may see Bitcoin move straight after. Here we go. Big move by yen. Phenomenal move by yen. But got to be careful because it could just spike back down again. This is it. FOMC, ladies and gentlemen. This is the basis of it. Gold has completely recovered its move. It's come down. Bitcoin's come down. Index is up. I guess, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. What is being said in this conference? Inflation is much too high. Of course it is. Inflation is much too high. So principally, man, this is where Bitcoin should start to move. Come on. Make it happen. Gold completely recovering that vector candle range. Unbelievable. This is phenomenal. Dollar yen. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Complete mooning out dollar yen is. Dollar index is flying up. Bitcoin's going to have a hard time trying to break out of this range, ladies and gentlemen. Because if it can get up higher on this from this point, then happy days. But look, this dollar index, man, this is a problem. This is a problem, but the conference ain't over yet. It's not over yet. It can all switch up. Remember, he can just say one thing that could trigger complete opposite narratives. Okay, let's keep looking. What else are they saying? Much too high. Okay, no interest. Yep, it's just a case of, oh, here we go. Bitcoin starting to make sense right now. It's starting to do its business, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin coming down. Look, they look 691. Ah, man. It looks like Bitcoin might be in for a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. It could be in for a surprise. That could be the case. Could be in for a surprise with this move, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping Bitcoin can deliver. I really do hope the case is going to be that. Because dollar yen is just absolutely flying out. Bitcoin looks like it's going to make its way. If it breaks this structure down here, ladies and gentlemen, and of course the rejection of the VWAP, then we're going to be seeing this liquidity down here, guys. Psychological high could be in sight. We want to see commitment from Bitcoin, but the index is running up. Bitcoin's going to struggle to get up. Gold has just initiated a drop back down. This is nuts. Not good news for Bitcoin right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping Bitcoin can just recover from this point, but it looks like it's going to actually struggle right now. Here we go. Here we go. Is it going to hit that liquidity? 130, 135, 173. Psychological high could be a promise, ladies and gentlemen. There's the break. Is it on? Come on. Look at dollar index running for it. Dollar yen at 133.78. Absolutely phenomenal. Crazy price action. Bitcoin taking a move down. Gold is just getting flushed to the toilet. Bitcoin is probably going to follow suit with these vector candles down below, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be crazy. 681 Bitcoin in this zone. They're increasing the Bitcoin and they're adding more positions to here. They favor lower prices. The book is in balance to limit buys. This is a very important time right now, guys. This is turning point right now for Bitcoin, because if it can't hold this range, Bitcoin's going to break down, probably even test the daily open, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen enough damage right there. Look at that. Look at gold, man. Absolutely ripping the range to the downside. Gold violet vector candle is good news for us because we could see a reversal back up. But, man. Let's expand the chart a second and focus on Bitcoin because we're getting more activity from Bitcoin. Let me bring the chart right here, ladies and gentlemen, just to clear up the range. There we go. Right there, we got some vector candle points right here we need to be paying attention to in this zone. Keep an eye out on this area right here. And of course, this zone right here, if Bitcoin does initiate a break lower, here we go. We've seen the madness and what's going on. Dollar yen has just gone up and down. It's absolutely phenomenal. Come on. Make it happen, Bitcoin. What are you going to do for us right now? Here we go. Here we go. 38,810, ladies and gentlemen. We want to see Bitcoin try and recover this range. Is it going to do the drop, retrace, continuation lower? Looking at the liquidity in this zone, it's a sharp move back up by Bitcoin. Don't trust it. Stopping volume candles, stopping volume candles, stop hunt rise. Bringing it back down. I genuinely believe that once the conference is over, then we'll know the true direction because they're just eating up liquidation points in this zone. Here we go. We've got some liquidity coming in right now. What are they doing? Here we go. 174 Bitcoin absorbed in this zone. Delta is increasing. It's getting busy. They're adding liquidity right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting darker. They're taking some orders off and adding to it. Let me get a bit closer right there so we can see how that's working out. The bids are getting hit. They are eating up the bids. 183,000, 98,000. Is Bitcoin going to do the numbers? Is Bitcoin going to do it? We can see the liquidation points down below right here. Oh my days, what have we got? $6.18 billion worth of longs in this zone, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, now would be a time for Bitcoin to eat into those liquidations if it does decide to collapse price and come back down, at least into the psychological high. But of course, we want Bitcoin to move up, but this is the proof of the move yet again. The fact they rejected the VWAP right there was enough information for me to believe that Bitcoin is likely to go down lower. So far, it's following suit, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have 20 more minutes until the 8 o'clock. Till 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, when everything has calmed down, everyone's absorbed the price action. Dollar yen has just been bullying people left, right and center. It has been absolutely phenomenal. When you pay attention to dollar yen, the behavior of dollar yen tends to dictate what Bitcoin is going to do. It just seems to have this positive correlation. Okay. Ashka, hey, my girlfriend is away and I warned her that today Tina will be in the house and it's going to get mad. And now we broke up. So back to pattern watchers. Oh my days, bro, man. That is crazy. Jeez, that is unbelievable, man. All right, look, this is what we need to understand. This is the wicking of the ranges, ladies and gentlemen, just grabbing liquidity. We're just waiting for direction right now. Bitcoin's still doing great. If it can't hold this range, there's a problem for Bitcoin. And we may see Bitcoin come down a bit, but it's okay because we anticipate a retrace from this range anyway to come into these vectors. You heard me say it earlier on today. The fact that Bitcoin hasn't come back into these zones just yet is a little bit of a cause for concern. I want to see it come down into these zones to get proof of the idea that they're going to get ready to come back up. Remember, when they want to move up, they move down. When they want to move down, they move up. It's always beforehand because they have to match the liquidity to offset their positions against yours. This is the business model, okay? So Bitcoin, it just needs to get above the VWAP. If it can't get above the VWAP, it's a problem. 5 more minutes until the start of this new candlestick right here, which is the new 15-minute candle. No, not new 15-minute candle. What is this chart? Yeah, 15 minutes, yeah. New 15-minute candle. Okay, come on, Bitcoin. Again, clusters of orders yet again in this area. 146, 325 Bitcoin sold at that point, but it was hit with purchases, okay? Remember, when they lift the ask, that means that they are selling into liquidity. So that means people are buying at that point. But remember, when they're buying at the highest point in the chart, it means that they're paying premium. You want to be paying discount. That's when the buys should be present. Not at premium. Right now, the sells are at premium. That's Mr. Market Maker selling into traders. He's marked price up. Now he's looking to try and reverse it. Conference is still going away, ladies and gentlemen. Dollar yen seems to be holding in this zone. Looking on the news one more time, it looks as though additional 50 base points increases should be on the table in the next couple of months. Okay, so no looking at 75. Right, so that could mean that yen could continue its movement higher and Bitcoin may actually have a little bit of a problem moving up. I'm hoping that Bitcoin can do its game, man. I really am hoping this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for passing through to tonight's live. We've seen the activity. I'm going to give it to you straight up right now. Be very cautious. Wait until the start of a new 1 hour candle. The markets would have absorbed absolutely everything. I got nothing but love for you all. Please be sure to like and subscribe so you can check into tomorrow's live stream. Have yourselves a wonderful evening and I will check in with you all later on. Take care of yourselves, family. Peace.